Hi, today I'm going to talk through how to play the Ugly Christmas Sweaters social game. There's a couple of different ways that you can approach playing the game, but the basic supplies are going to remain the same. First off, each participant is going to need a copy of the Ugly Christmas Sweater template. You can leave it like this, or you could choose to cut it out to maybe make it look a little nicer. I just left mine on paper. And you also need access to some holiday stickers. I bought a big package on Amazon for about $8, had more than enough for several years worth of playing this game. They have to make sure that they are small enough to fit on the sweater, and there's enough of them that you could actually decorate this as part of the game. The other thing you're going to need is either a digital copy or a paper copy, one per group, of the scenario cards. I am just opting to keep my copy of the scenario cards pulled up on my laptop. So this is like a lot of our other games. I think it works nicely if you play the game with a moderator. That's one person who maybe doesn't choose to play the game but keeps things going for the group. So the objective of the game is that you're going to draw a card at random, and on the card is going to be the description of somebody that might attend a holiday gathering at your home. You're going to imagine that you and your parents are the hosts and hostesses of the event, and you have to make small talk with different relatives and people that are going to be coming to your home. You can do this a couple of different ways. If you've got a group who is higher functioning and more competitive, you can go around the table and each member of the group can give an example of small talk that they would make with that person. And then the moderator can choose whoever did the best, job of coming up with small talk. That person would then take a sticker and place it on their ugly Christmas sweater. If you are functioning with a group that maybe struggles a little bit more, or a competitive edge is not something you want to do with that group, you feel it would be inefficient, you may just want to have one scenario per member. And if they give a socially appropriate response of the small talk they would make with that person, they get a sticker that they put on their sweater. Or, yeah, I think that's kind of the direction we'll go. I think it's easier if I just show you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to imagine that I'm the moderator, and then I'll respond as though I'm a player. The objective is to have the most stickers on your ugly Christmas sweater so it's all decorated. That's how you know who's won. The way that you can do this, you can either choose to go through all of the cards, or you can set a time limit, say 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and whoever has the most stickers at the end of that time would be the winner. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm the moderator. I'm going to draw a card. It says, "Your grandpa. He's nice to everybody and just goes with the flow. He's quiet and prefers to listen instead of talk. He's just happy the whole family is together and wants to have a nice day. He likes talking about things that the family used to do on the holidays when he was younger." So what you want to do is, when you give that scenario to the group or the individual, you're going to ask them, what should I talk about with Grandpa that would be socially normative and enjoyable for Grandpa, that would keep things calm and keep him happy and make everybody get along? So maybe the person's stuck and they're not sure how to proceed. If you're the moderator, you can give some clues. So I might say, look at what it says Grandpa likes talking about. It says here he likes talking about things the family used to do on the holidays when he was younger. So a good thing that I might give as a response, if that's my scenario, I might say, "Hey, Grandpa, can you tell me about the time when your dad took you sledding on Christmas Day when you were 8? So we know that Grandpa likes to talk about things in the past from Christmas. We probably know that that's a pleasant memory for him. That would be a good way to get Grandpa talking about something appropriate." You might say to Grandpa, and so if I gave that answer and I was playing as an individual, I would take a sticker, and the moderator may want to be in charge of the stickers, and say, "That was a great response, put that on your sweater." So I would stick it on my sweater, and there's my first sticker. So I'm going to go around and let's do another scenario, and I can kind of talk through what you might do with that. Let's see. Your neighbor, Carol. Her husband passed away a few months ago, and her adult kids all live in another state. So she's spending the holiday with your family. She feels uncomfortable and like she's imposing by being there, but you're glad she came. She teaches high school algebra and loves her job. All right, so if you've got a higher functioning group, everybody can go around the table and take turns giving an example of something they would say to my neighbor, Carol. So I might say, Hey, Carol, how's school going? Are you enjoying teaching this year? Because it says here she loves her job. She's a high school algebra teacher and she loves it. I know that that's a topic that she would enjoy talking about that wouldn't make her feel bad. If I gave that as a response, I would get a sticker for my sweater. Now let's practice what we would do if somebody gives a response that maybe isn't so great. So let's say somebody, for neighbor Carol, gives the response of, "How are you feeling since your husband passed away?" Well, that may not be the greatest topic for like a holiday gathering. She just lost her husband a few months ago. It's probably hard to go through the holiday season without him. She's probably feeling sad. She already feels uncomfortable about being at your house and feels kind of like she's imposing. So I don't think I'd want to bring that up. And so we would talk through why that wasn't a good response, like I just did. We might say, we don't want to make her feel worse at a time when she's already feeling kind of bad. Let's think about other things we could talk about that maybe are less sensitive topics. All right, so this should give you an idea of how to proceed playing the ugly Christmas sweater game. Hopefully you're going to facilitate some great group discussions and get ready for the reality of the holiday gatherings that are coming up this season.